What's up, guys? My name is Refinement. In this episode, we're going to go over how to use Terapeak to grow your sales. We're going to go over a clothing seller that has 300 sales a day and doesn't do any listings. So how does this person do that? I'm going to go over that, and it's also working for me. If you guys are new to my channel, I just reached 10,000 live listings on eBay. I was in the 40 to 70 listings a day, and now I'm over 100 listings a day, and my sales grew a lot. So in the last 7 days, I'm at 12,457, which is up a lot. I'm normally in the $1,000 a day range. Now I'm in this is just my public eBay store, which is the username Daily Refinement if you want to follow along. You can see here, sales have definitely gone up, and this is how I did that. So I basically am looking for what is selling well. So you want to type in something like kitchen knife, and it will give you an idea of what sold in the last 30 days. So you can see here, there's 2,684 people selling kitchen knives. 13% sell through per month. So what does that mean? That means it normally would take a knife 7 or 8 months to sell through if it's just an average knife at about $26.93 each with $9 shipping. This will give you an idea of the overall market. So let's compare this to, let's say, Nintendo Switch, right? So 14,000 kitchen knives sold. Let's look at the Nintendo Switch. It's not even showing how many sold. I think this is kitchen. Let me look at all categories and see how many of these sold. In the last 30 days, we have 191,000 sold. So this is just in this category. Obviously, this includes games, but 31% sell-through rate. So triple the sell-through rate if you just sold Nintendo Switch type of items. So you need 1/3 less money to reach your goal if you're in this category. That's one way to look at it. So let's look at this seller. This is a master class in keywords. So this person could be in the middle of Montana. They're actually in New York, but they're not relying on the thrift store or finding brands. They've just mastered the keywords. So if you look at this person's store, you can see they don't do any photography because these are all stock photos. These are very common styles that you can purchase on Alibaba or wholesale in Los Angeles or New York in the fashion district or New Jersey. There's tons of places that sell these basic fast fashion tops. If you review the feedback, you'll see that this is one of those stores that contributes to the environmental problem in the sense that these tops are horrible quality. They're not going to last very long. But let's take a look at this. 646 sold. And this is like a master class in keywords. Fall, V-neck, long sleeve, t-shirt, casual, solid, blouse, loose. Take note of what words are being used to sell. So obviously cheap price, $9.99. But they sold 3 this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More than 10 yesterday. So you know that I talk about the 10 by 10 by 10 model, which is sell 10 items a day for $10 profit and get 10 of those to make your $1,000 a day goal. Well, this is not one of those because you're not going to net $10, right? So this person might only make $1 per item, but they're selling more than 300 items a day in their different categories. So this is I would call this a long sleeve t-shirt. Maybe you could use the word tunic, but you can see here basic and tops also work. 55 people view this per hour, so that's a tremendous amount of traffic going to this listing. So you can see why eBay rewards stores that have high sell-through rate. So nothing fancy about this other than go up one size to be better. It looks like a Chinese seller. No offense to myself, but they're actually in New York City. So this is something that's shipping from the US. Okay, here's another one. This is more wintry, right? I'm surprised they didn't put that in the description, but you can see here, high neck, probably gonna do well. Pockets are actually relatively rare on women's clothing, so I feel like this is a good reason that this is selling so often. 201 sold. You can see here, 3 sold today, and then more than 10 yesterday, just like the other one. So you can see this person is just copying this format over and over again, getting a new one, new style. This is the stock photo. You can see here, one of the reasons why this person has such negative feedback is they're just using Photoshop to change the picture. This is not a model wearing a different shirt. It's literally them just Photoshopping the item. So when you get it, I'm sure the color is a little bit different and the fit's a little bit different. But people don't care. We live in America where people love fast fashion. So they'll pay for this even if they only wear it one time and throw it away. That's just the culture that we're in. So you know, it is what it is. This is going to continue to sell because of the culture that we live in. Here's another style. I think it's really smart to show modeling. You can see how to accessorize this. They've got multiple colors, multiple options. This is a really, and also the basic size measurements, but you can see here, right? It's just Photoshop. They're not even, she's not trying on all these different skirts. These different, I don't even know what to call this. I guess a blouse. Let me know in the comment section below if what category you sell in, and if you used Terapeak before to find out what's selling well for you. So let's continue to look. This is a more casual look. As you guys know, when I interview the top Poshmark sellers, they only have about 400 or 500 styles. That's it. They just remodel them and change them. They don't like listing, so they would rather do merchandising, which is making the items look really special, working on keyword ranking. So you can either have a few listings and spend all your time ranking them, or you can just sell brand names and sell a lot of those. So either way works. Both of them require a little bit of listing, but this is a little bit different. This means you're going to be spending the majority of your time on your computer researching which words do well. I noticed that Plus does really well, and their sizes go all the way up to 5X. I've actually never seen a 5X women's blouse in person. So I've seen 7XL for men, but I haven't seen it go this high. So they might be capitalizing on the market. I wonder if it shows what size. Here we go, XL, XL, 2XL, small, small. So even from this basic snapshot, you can see here 4XL, 5XL, and only two out of the last 15 sales are size small, right? So what does that tell you? Also, this was the same person that bought it. So you can come in and take a look. They're not going to give you the person's username because they don't want you to spam people, but you can get an idea of researching your competition to see if you want to sell. So another question I'm going to get is, why am I sharing this information with you? Am I flooding eBay? Not really, because this is a massive market. Let's look at this. Women's casual long sleeve. Plus, I'm not in this category. Let's take a look at how many of these sell in the last 30 days. I think this is too long of a title. It's too many keywords, but let's go with it, because I don't even know if hooded. I'm not gonna. Hooded. Wow, actually decent. 16.79. That's very high in the women's clothing category. So, sold better than I thought. So again, this is a masterclass, guys, on what sells super well. Take a look at the different styles. Obviously, it being modeled makes it easier for someone to understand what it's going to look like on their own body. Let's see. But this is awesome. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to replenishables. This person has 40,000 replenishables in their store, right? It's one of the reasons why they sell so many items. And again, when you're at this level, I know a lot of people like to hate on the negative feedback. I get it, but I mean, if you read the negative feedback, it's always because it doesn't look as good as it is, right? And that just happens when you're selling this kind of volume of cheap garbage. But honestly, the majority of eBay is this cheap garbage. So understand who you're competing against. If you want to be in e-commerce for the long term like me, then definitely you should buy my guide. It's called the Reseller Field Guide. It's $35 with code YouTube in the description below, and it helps me make more videos like this. So hopefully this was useful. Let me know in the comment section below what other content you would like, and you're welcome to email me at chris@dailyrefinement.com if you have any questions. Everyone have a great day. Make progress daily.